to the computer. Everybody on your best behavior, barely. Good.
And you don't let me have no fun.
Does everybody have their appraisal rules from Jamil? Allison, you may or may not, but if you don't, we'll share the guidelines and kind of keep you up to speed. If anybody has it handy, please drop the link in the chat from Slack so Allison can pull it up on her computer.
I actually pinned
I'll let
it a while
Sharon do that.
back.
I'm gonna let Sharon do
You
that.
find the pin, Sharon, and you press that message, you can press share and it'll share the link with
Oh, okay.
whoever you share the link with, they can pull it up.
Okay, cool. Let me get to it. And hey, share file.
All right.
I think I just did it.
I'm so glad because you know Candace would have still not had that to Allison.
And no, you want to share it, or you could. Did you share it to Allison via message?
No, I just shared it to the team.
Okay. Allison, did you see that?
It should have just come up.
I gotta look.
607.
It's right now I'm on shared screen. I gotta exit out of full screen here.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Candace, you can say the address out loud.
Okay, it is 9668 Elk, ELK Run Road, Catlet, Virginia, which is Catlet with an extra T.
Oh, I have never even heard of Catlet, Virginia. So this is interesting.
Yeah, that's in the sticks right there.
Okay. Very rural.
Literally.
Literally, yeah, literally.
And for something like this, what would I be saying, Candace? Do you have any buyers that buy in Catlet, Virginia?
Well, interestingly, okay, there are quite a few farms out there, and it looks like they're about to gentrification out there. So I would think somebody might be interested because this is a pretty big lot of land right here. It's also on the main strip.
Okay.
So I would think
we'll check out population and all of that stuff too. So we have our information. So let's get to it. Everybody handy can see the screen and see the address.
See, because you could tell at some point somebody's done something recently because see now it says a 1 million when before it didn't say that.
Oh wow. Welcome, Coach Barry, the only guy on the Zoom holding it down. POP.
You know I'm on this call for one reason only.
Hope you don't have that.
But what trouble is he bringing?
Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna leave it up to you all. You guys have had a lot of practice. You actually better at comping and underwriting than I am at this point. So what do we do first for our new member, Allison, that's joining for the first time? Hopefully Allison was able to get the appraisal rules and guidelines so she understands what we're talking about.
I don't see it. I'm having problems with my thing, but I actually have had that for a while.
You what?
I've had that for a while. It's been a minute since I've looked at it though.
The one from Jamil?
Yeah, because I used to follow Jamil a lot.
Excellent.
I mean,
That's
I still
great.
do.
So you have an idea of where we're doing it the standard way.
It's weird. It's nothing after that. Oh, there it is right there.
Because you sent it in the underwriting team. Allison's on acquisition.
Okay. All right. There you go.
Oh, that's probably another reason.
And look how quick she dropped that. Look how quick Jai.
Sorry.
All right, there you go. Allison, you got it? It's in the chat.
Okay. Yes.
All right. Now, what do we do first, guys? Everybody have their pen and paper besides Miss Michelle, who's driving?
Whiteboard.
You put it in Redfin?
We first start by taking down the property details. Okay?
Yeah. Then take my note off.
And then we're going to go fact check to make sure that this data is accurate across multiple platforms.
Okay, on Zillow, it has the same 5 bedroom, 6 bath, 5,097. Well, 6 bath, 5,097. It has the same information on Zillow. And I know on Redfin it does as well, because I looked at it. It's actually, the square footage is different on Redfin. It's 7,081 square feet.
Yep, and then the bathroom count is off. So this is
Yes.
farm, it's rural. This is gonna be a tough one, guys. So we're gonna start with a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, I like the challenge.
All right, well then you taking the lead on this one.
Uh-oh. I don't know what to see. That's the thing. I didn't know what to compare it to, since
Okay.
because since it's out there and I have never seen anything like it, I didn't know, because normally you would pull comps. Well, I haven't seen any in there because the next property to it is probably 3 miles away, and it's a true farm.
Okay.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
these are the only comps that are popping up because we're within a 0.5 mile radius.
Yeah, prop wire. Mhm.
So do we want
And
to,
they're, yeah.
let's
The,
look.
the
back.
year built are so far off that these aren't real comps.
So what do we do next, y'all? What is the next steps if the comps are not matching the criteria that we needed to?
Go to the next property.
I was about to say, go to
Yeah.
the next.
Yep, that's what I was thinking too, because I said I couldn't find, because I did go on prop wire, because last time we were going prop stream and prop wire.
Guys,
Prop wire, and I didn't see.
this is a farm. It's rural. What will we do next?
Go to another farm for sale.
You expand your radius.
Yes, y'all better tighten up. If a farm is multiple acres and really, really big, what does that mean?
Not necessarily gonna come up, because we're
Comps
only
have to
looking
be
at a
there.
half mile. I just looked up. Yeah, we're only looking at a half mile.
So it needs
So-
to go probably about 4, maybe 6 miles at least.
Let's start. Let's keep
I
our
usually do 5.
let's do one first. See what happens.
There
See
we
if we
go.
have
Okay.
anything close, because look at what's popping up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's do our due diligence and then we expand, because we want to be super accurate. And if you get and do 6 miles and we get 30 properties, that's just further confuse what the data that you're looking at. And the closer the comp, the better. So let's start at 1. If we need to extend to 2, we'll do that.
Okay.
May I just go from what I usually do, see if I'm correct?
Mhm.
And if I need to do it. Okay, so for the year, I go within 10 years.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If it's more than 10
Then-
years, we don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then if it's above or below 200 square feet,
Mm-hmm.
50
I thought it was
250.
plus or minus
Okay.
250.
50.
Okay, and then the type of property, so rancher with rancher, two level, things like that. And then what was the other one? Oh, well, the year. Well, when it was purchased, so like within 3 months, I usually would do,
Yeah.
and then 0.5 miles out to
Yeah.
start on a regular property.
Just 3 months for the build.
We want to see within 3 months if possible. This is sold within the last year.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Because nothing comes up for 6 months. So we got to do a year for this one. And it's a farm, so it's not going to appreciate as heavily as a single family home would. So that's fine. The other thing is lot size.
Square footage.
The lot size cannot be more than 22,500, or it's not a comp, because when you get to looking at land and way more land than another property, then
Mhm.
you're going to be severely off in price per square footage, even for the home, because it sits on more land or less land than the other property. So that cancels it
okay.
out. Comp. So that's what we're going to
Okay.
do now as a team, is look at, I love PropWire because it shows us the data right below each other. This is our subject. That will anchor, and then we just scroll down and look and see what we have. Okay. So do you
I
guys?
have a question.
And then,
Yes.
okay,
So this 806, is that essentially the road that the picture is being taken from? Is this this considered on the main road?
Candace said it is on the main road, so I guess this is where the house sits.
So
We can
It's the
check.
main road for Catlett, okay? Because anywhere else, that would be, it's literally like a little 2-lane road with a railroad in front of it. So it is a little out in the country. It's this main road, yes.
So wouldn't we be looking at the fronting on it as well?
Well, we always got to check Google first.
Hmm.
Okay. And
So
look,
oh, yep.
See?
okay.
Yep.
So that's the other thing. Oh, here's Jamie. She has one that she wants to underwrite too. We are on a main road, and in this rural area, this is considered like a little highway for them, a little interstate, 806.
Mhm.
So we know that we already have to adjust whenever we do find, our comp. Well, we actually would adjust the subject property before we go forward with doing the ARV for the fronting. So good catch there. And this is all on the sheet, Allison, for Jamil. Okay, so let's find our.
That's it. It's like 20K. You have to do 20K difference or something.
Mhm.
No, it depends.
20%.
20%.
Over
Yeah.
500,000. Okay.
So
So do you guys see anything that would align with what we're looking at for based on, what we need for each individual part from these top three?
Square footage is awful lot.
yeah, a lot.
Bed and bath. So
Year built, all of them are off.
Yep,
So
all of
Off,
it is
really
off.
off.
okay. Still anything?
No.
Okay. So we need to go further out.
Mhm.
56, 62.
Did you see that? Did you see something?
Yeah, and I saw 1956,
Right there.
1962.
Right, that,
Oh, go back,
down
go
some.
back. Yeah,
Right
right
there's that
there.
56, but it's a 3-1.
I'm just looking at the square footage first.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, you're looking at square. Okay, see, I look at the year. I look at the year.
Big
So,
house.
and then I go through.
250. That's our tightest ratio. So if we already know that's off, everything else is done because we need price per square foot. That's the
Mhm.
most important factor. Hold on, let me shut this door. Okay. So still nothing. Do you guys see anything else as we scroll? Square
No.
footage, nothing is nowhere near this square footage. They have tiny homes on big plots of land.
Mhm.
Yep. Nope, nope, nope.
See, that's why I expanded so far because I couldn't find anything even close.
Yeah. Not a thing.
Yeah.
All right. We can take it all the way out. We probably are gonna have to go 5 miles out. Were you able to see the tax assessed value when you looked at it too, Candace?
47.98. 40.
Okay.
I don't
That's the
understand.
Math,
that was the closest I could find that 47 that
my
I could
chance,
find.
the year build is off too.
I know that, yeah,
Mm.
the year was just too new.
Hmm.
Let me see.
What was the one that was 47.98?
That was like 2006.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right.
Taxes. I'm trying to see if I can find it real quick. I don't see it right now. Let me see. See, now that one, see, but that one's really super new. That's
Yeah.
the last one I saw. That was, but it was so new
So
compared to.
let's check this out because they may have done a new build and they might have bought the farm originally. And guess what hack we can use if we cannot find a comp? Can
Okay.
somebody tell me before I do it?
If you can't,
Y'all
find
gotta
it.
wake up.
Look at
You said a hack,
Yeah.
Jael?
Yes.
I don't know no hack.
So we would assume that's the ARV for the subject.
Well, we can go in and pull this up on Member Zillow
See what it looks like.
and see what somebody bought it for.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I didn't know that. Or I don't remember that.
All right.
Okay, is this it right here?
Okay. Off market. Looks like a new build. You see the footprint?
Yeah.
4 beds, 5.5 baths. 7,329.
73.29.
And guess what? We have a lot size big enough to support someone building a house that big.
Because it was what, 70, 81
Yeah.
on Redfin.
Yes.
Yeah, on Redfin it was 7081.
Okay. Boom.
So can you tell me that hack again? So I can.
It's part of a multi-sale deal though, so they got something else included with the 650.
Hmm.
But we know we're nowhere near a million for the property. You know what I mean? That what it's saying it's worth. As it is, it's not worth a million. And
Right.
this is
No.
basically kind of giving us a range or a gauge of what a builder would pay to do a brand new reconstruction, new construction there. And the other hack is you go and see what builder bought this property and you reach out to them directly and bring them another one. So this is actually a really good opportunity, Candace.
Okay.
You see how low you can get the seller. I would start at 550.
Okay. 550.
Okay. And then if they come up and like, look, we need at least 600, 625, I would call that builder all day, every day.
Okay.
All right.
And I'll look for that builder and stuff.
We can come back into this one and deep dive, but I want us to get to some properties that are in the pipeline and that we need to, we have some buyers for right away. But this is good because you can definitely get the builder, Candace. So
Okay.
take note of this address. I want you to write this one down.
Okay.
So let me just explain the thought process. When I saw 2023, I said, oh my gosh, that was a year ago. New build, new construction. That means that somebody in this area is looking for large amounts of land to put a house on. And one thing we do know is that a builder will pay you a premium. They don't mind paying your wholesale fee if the numbers work for their renovation and construction costs.
Okay.
And that's someone that will buy multiple deals from you every year. They have unlimited funds to do that. And then you guys have me or other people on the team that can go and relist that property and offer them a full service. So that's the value that you bring to them. I can bring you more deals, and I also have people on my team that can do a full service, product for you. Okay? You got it, Candace?
I do.
All right, now I'm going to be encouraging you, and we can even do a role play before you call the seller and all of those things.
Okay.
Engage where they're at with it.
Okay.
And I would still look to see the difference in the amount of land and all of that. So you make sure that you're not way off, because if they have way more land than the new build, then we can offer them a little more, but that's just the basis. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And she can also call the county, that particular county, and find out whether they even allow more build on that particular property.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that makes it even more marketable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And it's only a phone call, so they look right at it.
Excellent.
Mhm.
That's excellent, Miss Robin. Great, great, great nugget. Before you even call the builder, make sure you have all of your information and you're presenting a package. This is what I researched. This is what I have. I know you bought the property at da 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 da, and this is what I want to present to you. But of course, we would have it under contract first before
Okay.
we share the address. All right. What's our next property, guys?
Jamise is on there now, so we're gonna check hers.
Jamise, would you like to go next?
Sure, I was just trying to, I was like, what's my address? It's 344 Ilchester Avenue in Baltimore.
Spell it.
Ilchester.
How do you
Mhm.
spell
Ilchester.
it? Oh, just like it sounds. Okay.
With one L instead of two. I kept misspelling it in the beginning.
It looks like a LLC, Hester. That is so funny. Okay. So, where do we start, guys?
Oh, that's right. LLC Hester. That's funny.
Capital I, little L.
Yes.
We start by
And then
writing
you
down
see,
the property
Okay.
details.
Yeah.
Yes. And what are we missing?
uh,
The
we're
bed.
missing the bedroom, how many bedrooms there are. We
And
just
this
got
is
two
this
baths.
is a really interesting case because now we have Jamise who can give us some insight. When you first purchased this property, was it a full gut and there was no real true bedrooms, or what was the case there?
No, it had been refurbished in like 2017
Okay.
from the studs.
Mm.
So if you go to, I think, oh, that's interesting. Zillow doesn't even have pictures.
Mm-mm.
Interesting.
A different one.
Yeah, Redfin should have pictures.
Long and Foster always keeps the pictures up. They don't care about your personal business at
Yeah.
all. Long and Foster gonna give it to you.
But the interesting thing is they still have the old sales information in there.
Yeah, they haven't even updated that. That's from 20.
Mm-mm. And it used to be a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, and now it's a 3-bedroom, 2 bath.
Okay, 2 full.
2 full.
Excellent.
Well, sorry, 1 full, and I don't know what you consider full, but we put a shower right in the powder room. So I don't know if that's 3/4.
No, we can call it
There's
a
no
full.
bath.
Full.
We call it a full. As long as they can shower in there, we'll make it a full just for the sake of underwriting and comping.
Gotcha.
Okay, now that we have that, what do we do next, guys?
Now we look for comp properties that have sold within the last 6 months.
How
And
many?
the square footage is off.
3 months, I'm sorry.
Okay, what's the true
trying to
square
get it
footage?
together.
Well, the basement wasn't done in those original pictures, Jamise, and they haven't updated the appraisal type situation.
Right. The basement's not done now. It's only been framed out, but it's not actually finished. But the square footage is still 1866.
Okay, so this is just one floor.
622.
It's one floor.
Oh.
They didn't include the top floor or the bottom.
Yeah.
That would equal 1866.
Mm-hmm.
That's that quick math, Candace. Where you at?
622. That's all I saw.
I was laughing the day you weren't on here. I was trying to do the math in my head. I said, "Here I go channeling Candace."
See, y'all was dogging me. Y'all was
Gotta
dogging me.
stay sharp. Okay, so we're gonna check out the comps. Jamise has gave us an update, guys, that the true square footage is 1866.
Mm-hmm.
But we could just use this one because they've done this for every single property in the area. They've only given you the one floor.
Mm-hmm.
But we know truly it's 1866.
But what if that's not true?
What? What if what's not true?
Yeah. Oh, that
We're gonna pull
622
it
is
up.
not true.
Yeah, we still gonna pull it up on Zillow and stuff, which will probably change to the 18 or 12. It'll give you 2 floors.
Right.
And then we'll check our comp on there too. But for the purposes of finding the right comp to use,
Okay.
that's what I mean. All right, y'all see anything that's sticking out?
No.
How many bedrooms?
You know, one thing I
3
do
bedrooms.
notice that they have on there, really where they saying the square foot is really the size of the house. I mean, the lot size, because they row houses and they don't have no lot, really. So honestly, the lot size is really the square foot of the house.
Hmm.
Well, that can't be true because it said she said 1866. That says 1200 right there. So
I mean,
I'm
what's
going by-
what's
But
this
that's-
29th Street? What does that look like?
So I'm going by what I know about the area because I
Okay.
already looked.
okay.
And so it's off of 29th Street, which is really nice area.
Mhm.
It's a lot of homeowners over that way. It's off of Barclay
Mhm.
Street. So, and then I know about row houses because I used to live in a row house. So I know that it got to be at least 1,200 square feet. Plus the houses over there are much bigger.
Gotcha.
It says 1244.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I see, 1244.
Yeah, so they're much bigger over there. They're really
And
large.
Jamise, that's just including the finish, the finish because the basement's not finished. So it is truly 18 if the basement was completely finished.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
See? Because I was getting 1244.
Sharon pointed out that we do have a couple of matches here. This one is pretty good. It's at 289. And we got one at 311, which remember, we're wanting to look for our anchor. And it's
Nice.
sold for recent.
Mhm.
So that would be the anchor.
That was last summer.
Oh, that one was
Oh,
last year.
23. Yeah. So you're
Yeah,
right.
this one just happened.
Oh yeah,
Hold on, why is
And
it-
May
they
just
We have
happened.
one on 21324 that was 305 too.
Mm-hmm.
Is that close?
Uh-huh.
Well, this is the last 3
Look
months.
at that.
This is the last 3 months. So I think that
Okay,
this
three
one
oh
might
seven.
be.
10
I'm
looks
sorry,
great.
y'all. It was on a year. So this is again the same street Sharon pointed out, 29th Street.
29th Street. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's check it out. Looks exactly the same like yours, Jamise.
Mhm.
Yay and nay?
Not quite, but it's similar.
Okay, gotcha. So this
Jimmy,
is street
how
over.
many house have?
Hmm?
You said 3 bedrooms?
3 bedrooms, 2 bath.
Okay, we found us a reno.
All right.
Let's see if this is just above grade square footage or they including a basement.
So you said yours, Jamise, is 1866, the square
Mhm.
footage?
Yeah, and realtor.com says that too. That's why I was like, huh.
But
Or was
that includes the unfinished portion.
that's a good
Maybe
question.
that's it.
Yeah,
Because this
I was
this
thinking
might just
it
be
includes the
above
unfinished
ground.
portion.
This
most
is
times in
1312.
Baltimore, you're only gonna see the above ground square footage.
Okay.
Yep. So this is probably first.
Unless
or
you got
second
the
floor.
property just fully rehabbed and then you get an appraisal and then they actually submit it to recordation. And it takes a while for them to update the records.
Mm-hmm.
Won't get the full basement square footage. But if I looked on MLS, I could get it.
It's cheating, but okay.
This looks good.
1920, wow.
But
Yeah,
it's gonna be
1920. It's the same.
same year, but it's gonna be a little difficult to comp it because we have some that have the basement, some that don't. So we really have to gauge what we're doing. But based on how wide this house is and the number of levels at the top, I know
It
for
looks
a fact
very
it's more
similar.
than 1312.
Mm-hmm.
So the basement isn't included here.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
that's just from experience and walking the properties and also knowing the Baltimore area. There are some row homes that are super skinny and the whole thing is 1200 square feet.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Correct, Miss Robin?
That's correct.
Yeah. So like
This
she
is
said, she knows
cute.
this neighborhood. It's very cute. They did a good
Yeah.
job with the space allocated.
Ooh, that's tight.
You right near a hospital, a major hospital.
And yeah, and I like how they were
Mhm.
smart. They said, look, we're not gonna overdo it with bulky furniture. We're just gonna work with what we have, and it looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a 15-minute walk from the university and a 15-minute drive from the hospital.
Excellent. It's nice.
It's actually walking distance to Union Memorial.
Union
Hospital.
Memorial,
It's a
mhm.
major
Hearing
hospital.
Oh,
floor.
it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, nice staircase.
Cute.
Okay.
It's cute.
It's cute.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
That is.
It has character. It's
It's
charming.
cute. Yeah.
Guys.
It's not overdone.
It's not
No.
super new, but it still gives you that old vibe, but it looks
Mhm.
good.
And they didn't
They
overdo
kept-
it with the, like you said, with the bulky furniture, so it looks nice. Because if
They
they had
kept-
put big furniture in there, it would have
It
been
would have
thrown
took
off.
away from you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they did well, minimalist a little bit.
Okay, they gave us a little pop in one of the
Mhm.
rooms.
Yeah.
I don't like that, but anyway.
I don't know about painting the ceiling though. I feel trapped.
The whole
Oh,
color
this
was,
one has a little, is that a garage?
Trapped.
the little color was too much.
Yeah,
That's a garage. That is.
Well,
Okay.
Trapped.
Yeah, ours doesn't
Welcome,
have a
Mr.
garage, just so you
Okay,
know.
garage on yours.
Uh-oh.
And where do you see? I mean, this doesn't really count.
That's a garage. That's a one-car garage. Come on now, Jael.
That's
You
a
can
base.
squeeze it. You can squeeze. No, because a basement would have things in there. That's just one big open space. That looks like a garage, Miss
You see
Michelle.
this? You see this AC unit? You can't fit
Yeah,
no.
Where? I don't see no AC unit. Okay.
Patio.
Gonna be
unit.
poking out of there. That's
Well,
a driveway with a cover, a little bit of cover for the hood of your car.
Well, I need to see it inside because I surely didn't see that AC unit. It looked like a little
You
garage.
see it?
Okay, okay, now I can see it. Okay, yeah, I see some furnace.
I
Okay,
mean,
I see it.
Because I actually just got, I had got one of my clients one that has a true garage, and it's in Baltimore.
Mm.
Oh,
This doesn't really count as a garage to me. Maybe I would look at this more like a carport or a car cover, but it's not truly a garage.
Well, if it's got a unit in there, you can't get nothing in there but
Can't get the car in there, but
Yeah.
the hood. Okay.
Okay.
And Jamise, is yours like covered right here as part of your basement?
Yeah, it's just the basement. So it just has little stairs that go down into the basement. There's no
So this
opening.
one may actually only be the 13 something square feet, just the top two levels. Because
Mhm.
I can see a basement here.
they
So we
get-
got to find another comp, y'all.
They tried to turn the basement into a garage.
And I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Like mine's,
Mhm.
that's the basement piece. So there were.
I
So what
like
do y'all think?
I
What
was
would
going-
y'all do? And they
So-
said one attached garage space.
See? Uh-huh.
Okay.
That would not be a garage for me.
That's
Yeah.
put some doors up there and call it storage.
Yeah.
And what were the comping rules on the garage? You can subtract for a garage, right?
Subtract for a garage, you take off I think 10K
I
for a
think
car. I would consider that a carport since now we know that there's a unit of some kind in there.
Well, you know what, Jimmy, since your basement isn't done, let's just use the square footage from your top two levels, and then we
Mhm.
can comp it that way.
Okay.
Okay?
Hmm.
And I also pulled it up on Maryland's Department of Assessment and Taxation, and they're showing 1,312 square feet.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Is that on is that on Jamise's or this
On
comp?
Jamise's.
Okay.
Thank
Oh, it's
you.
exactly the same.
Yeah,
Excellent.
so then that's the same. Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Okay, awesome, y'all. So let's get to the comping and using our rules of thumb. So since our comp has the garage / carport, if you ask your girl, what do we do from here? So Allison can hear.
Okay, that carport, you gotta take some 10,000
Are
off.
we gonna consider it a garage or a carport?
Well, a carport is
Covered.
5,000. A garage is 10,000 plus or
Yeah.
minus.
Right.
Yes.
And
yeah.
do we really feel like we could fit a whole car in there and close it like a garage?
It could be if it's one of them little nickel cars. One of them was like a smart car.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Okay, y'all. Garage or carport? Let's take a vote.
Carport. I'm gonna say carport.
Carport.
I'm gonna say
Good.
carport.
I'm
What
sorry.
does the description say?
It says attached garage space.
And
That's
guess
what
what?
it is
though?
then.
No, it's
That's
not,
what it
because
is.
people lie on Baltimore listings all the time. They'll tell you it's 3-bedroom and it's truly 2.
But
Did
Barry,
you
did you
see
see it had,
the one next to it?
it had covered? It had
You
a
see the one
covered
next to
area.
it?
What's
Mhm.
this next to it?
It had a little covered area. It had door.
It has a
cover.
door where they close the door, like the old school joint where you have to close it.
Yeah, I saw that.
So right there,
Yeah.
the one next to it, that's a
Yeah,
With
garage.
the green doors.
The green doors. Yes.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I
That's
did.
I did.
It's a garage.
I would consider that a storage area. With
And I'm
the-
sorry,
It's
y'all.
a car in there.
I
And
stand to be
and it's
corrected.
got a driveway too, see?
I need
Well,
to.
let's comp it as a garage. That way we take out more.
Okay.
Is that gonna be both?
That's like the worst case, right?
And
Okay.
my apologies, y'all. On the I was looking at 29th Street, but on Elchester, they have it as 1,244 square foot
Okay, so we still within range.
within
Yes.
range.
All
yes.
right, let everybody take note of the square footage for the subject property, please. Ms.
So
Robin, one more again.
1,244, Ms. Robin.
1244, correct?
Thank you.
Yes, 1244 for the subject.
And Jael, I said that in my mind. Remember that? I said that when y'all was telling me that 1866. See, when I said that, see? I'm coming
Somebody
for the
said
whole
it
thing.
because I
guess
wrote
what?
down 1244.
And
Somebody,
I said it.
And it's 622 on one level, so that's absolutely accurate. 1244, 622 times
1244.
2. Boom.
Because y'all were telling me that the basement space was not included. That's why I said 1244.
You on it, Candace.
See? Old school math.
Moving on.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so 1244 square feet. Good.
How much chicken we got?
And then that's up the common property
no,
was
I just wanna say-
1312.
I don't know. I gotta see it. Mom, I'm busy.
And was the comp property a 3-2 as well?
Pick this
I
one.
thought it was a 3-1. Was it? It's a 3-2.
Yep.
It's a 3-2. It's a
Yep,
3-2.
okay.
So okay, so
And I see
12,
one bathroom here. This one may be a half. I don't know.
that's a half.
Oh, no, I'm
There's no shower in there. See, one has a shower. It shows one has a shower, and that one
Yeah.
right there that they show is actually not the side view, so it's a half bath, I think.
Yep. Yep. Looks like it to me,
So
Ken.
do we think it's a 1.5 or a 2.5?
It's
I
a
say
1.5.
1.5.
Yeah.
1.5.
Interesting.
And they're counting it as two.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
But I mean, Jamil says
normally, I
as long as
mean,
it's a bathroom, so it's not, you don't have to deduct. It's not like it's a 3-1. It's still a 3-2, and they have one full, one half.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just, what are we comping for? What do we have to deduct first?
307, 250.
10,000 garage,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Yes.
good catch,
Yes.
Coach, saying that the other one had closed doors next to it. That was great eyes.
Mm.
Okay, so where are we now, you guys? First of all, we're using this as our anchor comp. The ARV of this
Mhm.
one is 307,250 minus 10,000. What do we?
10,000. Mhm.
So we took 10, okay.
So what is our ARV now?
7.
297,
297, 250.
All right, everybody agree with that? I'll wait to hear aye.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Robin, you agree with that?
Yes.
Excellent. Miss Sarah Lynn, Miss Michelle, Sharon, Allison. Okay,
Yep.
great. Okay, guys. So now what do? We
We
find the
divided
what?
by our square footage.
To find what? What are we finding, Candace?
The ARV for the property.
No.
No, I mean the square footage.
Price per square.
Price per square footage.
Yes, take your time. So we have the ARV. I just want you to understand exactly what you're looking for so that when you have to do it by yourself, you know what you're doing. You understand what you're searching for. So we have the new ARV
Mhm.
divided by our square footage equals
Which is
our price per square foot. What's that number, y'all?
I got 226.57.
Somebody fact checker.
226.57. Come on now. Divided by. Come on.
I don't know if you did the division in your head or not.
You know I did. I used to have to do something like this
226.50.
back in the day. Not in the model.
226.56.
Uh-oh.
She got 56, not 57,
It
Candace.
should be 57. No, it's my fault. I'm wrong. I am wrong.
See?
I am wrong, Miss Sarah Lynn. It is 56. I apologize.
Take the rounding button off your calculator.
I gotta take it off my whiteboard. I literally have a little whiteboard I'm doing this on.
Dial,
You
I
did
think
226.56?
Yes, Miss
Yeah.
Michelle?
I missed a step from last
Okay.
week. So
Okay.
we found the ARV
So it's,
of the subject property, right?
We're finding the ARV, yes, to compare to the subject property,
Yeah.
but we have to get this true ARV first because this one has a garage and ours doesn't. So we deducted 10K from their
Okay.
purchase.
so we got
What do you do next, Miss Michelle?
Yeah, I think I'm not sure.
Okay, so we deducted 10,000 from 307,250 to get 297,250.
right.
Okay.
And then we're gonna take our comparable properties square footage and divide it by the new ARV we came up with.
Oh, the
Because
comparable.
that's gonna give us the price per square foot of our anchor comp. Okay, so we're gonna take the 297,250 divided by 1312. So let me
Okay,
know
I
what
think
you get when you do that. And I like
Okay.
to write it out.
Yeah, I
ARV
do.
divided by square footage equals price per square foot. That's always step 2.
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't know about you, Miss Michelle, but I literally gotta write it down.
Yeah, I do too. Yep.
I love
No,
that.
no. See, I got an old school whiteboard. Come on now.
Great
Oh,
job, ladies.
Piece of paper. I have a piece
That
of paper.
works too. That works too. I stepped
Um,
it up with the old school whiteboard.
And what did you get, Miss Michelle? And just when you write it down, we do these, do it line by line. So when you go back and look at it, you know exactly what steps you took.
Okay, so I got 226.5625. So it's like almost 227.
227?
No,
Yeah,
2656.
she said 226, 56, 25. She said that.
Okay.
Almost.
yeah.
Get
But
that?
Mm-hmm. But I didn't round it though. 226.56.
No, you can't because it's got a 0.25. The 2 keeps it at 56.
Well, that's what I have, 256.
Yes,
Okay.
Okay.
yes,
Yeah, I
ma'am.
said I did.
Everybody got that?
Mhm.
Yes.
All right, what do we do?
226.
226.56.
Okay, that's what I got.
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent. Great job, y'all. So what is our next steps?
We multiply.
Times.
Candace, I need explanations for people, especially Allison, who's brand new on this call. You got to tell me what's here so that we can make sure that you are understanding the process.
So
Okay.
don't you take the square footage? The square footage of our subject property and times it by what we got, the 226.56.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was getting ready to explain what she told me to. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, you got it, Allison, so I didn't have to do it. You got it.
What's the square footage, y'all? Because we know that this isn't accurate. What's our square footage? Tell me the numbers that we're multiplying.
1244.
44.
1244.
Times what?
1244.
Times what?
The
two-
226.56.
Our anchor price is square footage. Yes.
Yes.
Price per square foot.
That's price. Yeah, price per square foot. Okay. I'm gonna use the calculator this time.
I got 281,840.64.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who else got that?
What did you get, Miss Michelle?
281,840.64.
I got that as well.
Excellent.
Same here.
2,800. Yeah, 281,840 and 64 cents.
Excellent, y'all. Now let's do a Google Street View to make sure that we're not across the street from a school. We have to do our due diligence,
Railroad.
correct?
Yes.
Okay. So
We are near
Allison,
school.
this is just an extra step that we take to make sure that we're not across from commercial real estate because that decreases a property's value. These look really good, by the way. I love a street that has the same type of houses.
Yeah.
So let me help y'all out. Y'all buy McDonald's. Y'all buy market. Y'all buy a school.
We good. This
That
is a
looks good.
residential.
That looks good. Those are just houses, so that's good.
Great.
Doesn't
Great.
back up to any road or nothing. That's good.
So the ARV of the property is what? It's not a trick question.
281.
281,840.
Yes.
Yeah, that number that we gave you.
And if we were to wholesale this, what would we offer the seller?
Ooh, if we offered, what would we offer the seller?
296.
Oh, no.
That's more.
Yeah,
We're supposed to go down, Allison.
You're going
We're
in the
supposed to
wrong
go down.
direction.
Yeah, you're
Wrong
going.
direction.
Honestly, you're gonna be
Yeah,
in
you're right, you're right,
negatives
you're
on
right.
this.
Allison, I'll call you after
know.
the call.
Going in the
Yeah.
wrong
I'm in
direction.
buyer's mode.
Allison, that's what we would tell the buyer the price is.
Right. I know I'm in buyer's mode. Sorry, my bad.
But no, we would tell the buyer 281. But what will we offer the seller so that we can make some money?
200,000.
Yeah, start there. That's what I do. I go low, low, low.
200,000, because you said like 40, 50. I heard you.
But it's been renovated, remember? So we just want to do a
Oh,
quick
yeah.
wholesale deal. What would you offer the seller so that you can make a quick dollar for a buy and hold investor that's going to hold this property?
250,000.
That's a great starting price.
How
And
about
if
215? 215.
too
215.
low, they're going to be like, get out of here. I put money into the property.
250? You say 240?
250 is a good starting mark because if we get it at 261, we have a $20,000 assignment fee. It's still a good deal for our buyer. If they put more money into it, finish the basement, they could potentially resell it for the 307 that we saw or 297. You know what I mean?
Okay, so we started at 240, so we can maybe possibly get 261. Okay, I got
Yes, yes. That's where we would want to be on this. But we have to, we would factor in the
250,
closing
I'm
costs.
sorry.
So like you and Miss Michelle said, start at 240, 250.
No,
So
I said 40.
still
She said,
make sure that it's a good deal for our end buyer, depending on their exit strategy. Okay?
So can I add something?
Yes.
Okay, if you go back to the street view, and I don't know if it's really gonna make that much of a difference, but if you go back to the street view, like right across not across the street, but like when you come out to Barkley Street, it's a McDonald's right there and a market and a
Where's-
school.
where's Barkley Street? Is that Crow's Fire? Is that on the same street?
Yeah, come back, turn. Okay, go that way. There you go. All right,
Now
go
make a
ahead.
left.
Go to the stop sign.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you get in this stop sign, go to the left, the other way. Not that way.
That's right.
I don't
Right,
know.
not that way. Go back the other way.
The other way. That way where that truck is. That truck
Yeah,
is on the
yeah,
left-hand side.
So that's Ilchester. As you going up, that's Ilchester.
Yeah.
Go up. So right here on your right, bam. That's the school right there on your left.
And the
That's your
Salvation
market
Army.
right there, and McDonald's is right here.
That's okay. That's
Okay.
step away. That's
I didn't know whether it makes a difference. Could you
yeah,
add?
it has to be siding, backing, or fronting.
Okay, gotcha.
Directly across the street, directly behind it, or directly beside it.
Okay, so it's an addition then because you got all that good stuff there.
Easy. You can walk to it. That's a selling point. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Can you offer more, or can it be worth more because it's by a school?
No, usually you see
necessarily.
it as a negative. Kids, trash, buses, traffic.
McDonald's, no way.
Foot traffic, lots more.
Well,
foot
yeah,
traffic.
not right next to it, but like in the
But
vicinity,
if
because
it's
it's
a
a
good
school
school,
area.
if it's a good school, I will use it as a selling point.
It is a good school.
Yep. See, it's
It
great.
might not get you more money, but it might get you more buyers.
It'll get
if
you
that
more
makes sense.
people interested. Yes.
Interested.
Wouldn't charge
Puts you
more.
over.
You would just use this to market your property and create a bidding war. You want to get as many people in front of it as possible. So, that's the big thing. Always figure out the selling points. I do market research on the area. Is it by an airport? Is it by hospitals? Is it by national park? Stuff like that. Okay, what's our next address, Coach?
And thank you for doing that.
So Jamise, you got a
Absolutely.
good price on that? I mean, you like that comp right there? Was that a good? What did you learn from that? I'm
Oh,
trying to
we in
find out.
Coach Berry's hood.
I was trying to find out what we were learning from that.
Anderson.
So I
I was
wanted
just asking the question. I didn't know. I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to follow.
Well, it was funny because I was looking at it and I was like, okay, I'm in the anywhere between 270 and 300 range. I'm curious how other people would comp this property.
Okay. See, that's what I was trying to figure out. What was our end unit? What were we trying to find
Excellent.
out?
That's
That's
good to
all.
know. You was in the range.
See, I was trying to figure out what we were learning.
Thank
Candace,
you.
Candace, you a hoot and a holler, I'm telling you.
I'm sorry, Miss Michelle, because they said we were doing it for Jamise, so I'm always trying to figure out what were we doing? I know we're comping, yes.
Mhm.
I know what we were comping, but I was trying to figure out, okay, but for what?
How
Okay.
was it useful?
Yes,
Good
exactly.
question.
That's what it is, Sharon.
Good question.
I'm trying not to fit, make it seem like, what are we doing this for?
I don't mind.
And Jamise, in your write-up, put it's nearest one of Baltimore's oldest weekly farmers market.
I don't,
Look at
Oh,
the history. Okay.
okay, I don't care nothing about that.
thank you.
You're welcome.
This one
All
isn't
right,
coming.
y'all. Get back on track. Candace, I'm gonna mute you.
I'm sorry. I love farmers markets, but I mean, McDonald's not selling for me.
What do we do first?
We pull it up in prop wire and it's not
Take
coming.
down these details.
Okay,
What-
so it's 3 bedroom, 1 bath is 877. So now we need to look for something that's sold within the last 3 months.
We gotta
have
check to
3
make
and
sure
4
that's
bedrooms.
accurate first.
Oh yes, this is
Oh,
true.
you just
Check
gonna
on
take their
Redfin.
word for it? You just gonna take their word? It's saying 4 bed.
877.
Oh, that's wrong.
41,
We already know that's wrong.
Yes.
and
Okay, let's go to Redfin.
all right.
They got an AC unit. They don't got no AC in there.
Four
Wow,
one.
Let's check a Redfin.
it's really small.
Yeah, it's very tiny.
Oh yeah. But tiny homes can surprise you sometimes when you get in. You're like, how did y'all fit 4 bedrooms in here? But this is saying 3.
Ah, okay.
Year built. Where we at?
1924.
1924.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, renovated in 73.
73.
Ooh.
70? Okay, y'all.
Allison, that's almost older than me, so that don't even do that.
Same.
Does everybody
Well,
have the property details down?
Hmm.
Yeah.
3-1.
The only factor that we're not sure about is the bedroom count, but that's okay. We
It
can
says,
dig into that.
What's the lot size? I don't see that.
It is a 3-1.
yeah,
Okay, it's a 3-1. Thanks, coach.
Yep.
What about the lot?
why
The
are they
lot size,
wanting
I didn't see
24?
it. Okay,
5,000.
5,000.
5,000, okay.
Coach, is this another stomper?
No, I put this in because, this is a special for you and Jamise from your boy Igor.
Sure.
So I wanted you guys to take this because he sent it to me. So
okay.
On Truly, it says it's a 4-1.
it's a
It has
3-1.
been.
It's been verified.
Okay.
Somebody's been there. So it's a 3-1.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay.
Okay, y'all. Let's do what we do best. Get them numbers.
Get my calculator.
All right.
Like, I can't think of what these numbers are comparing one another. Look at this. So
Okay. Look at, oh my God.
870,
Double.
877. Oh,
Just even looking at the
wow.
years, we already boxed out.
Either way off, except for that
Yeah.
2-1.
Well,
We
they
gotta
look
be at
closer.
1934 or older.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's period there.
There's a
Uh-oh.
1923. There's a 1923,
Ooh, but it's big.
but it's bigger. Well, that's too big.
Yeah, it's too big.
Mm,
I have 8208.
Let me see that.
where? 82.
Sorry, I'm looking on I'm looking on Redfin, but there's an 8208 North 12.
Okay, we might
It's
need
a
to.
3-1. It's built 1920.
Yeah.
It says lot size says it's 5,000. Is that right? 5,000 lot size, 658 square foot. So, what's the square foot on this one?
877.
What's the address you
So,
found?
8208 North 12th Street.
Ooh, she's cute.
Yeah, and it's renovated.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, first of all, let's see how far these babies are from each other. Make sure we ain't cross no major roads. And remember, this is I just put it right in Google. Because it'll give us a map so we can even see if we're in the same subdivision.
10th Street.
Boom. Let's go.
1 minute.
In
Okay.
1 minute. Can't get no.
Got 8109
Getting
North 12th
close.
too.
And you found 8109 North 12th?
Yeah.
All right, now let's compare these two, y'all. You see, this is a great example, though, that you can always do it manually. You don't have to use the same tools. You can always use Zillow, Redfin to figure out the information. It may take you a little longer. You just got to add really good filters. And I think that's definitely what Allison did. Okay.
And there's one more.
Which one,
Hold
Coach?
up. Let me find it. Let me see.
8305 North 11th Street.
I love this.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
8305. I don't see.
Okay. Oh, Igor. Don't play with it. Orlando. Matter of fact, Tampa. All right, y'all. We got, coach came in with the highest bid. Now let's fact check his stuff, y'all, because is the square footage within range, team?
Yep,
I can't see
Oh.
my.
it is.
Uh-uh.
Is
8, 7, it's 940, yeah.
Yeah.
What about the bed and bath count?
3, well, it's supposed to be
an
1.
extra bedroom, but we can adjust if we need to.
Can adjust that, baby. What about the year built?
I don't see that.
Jump
What
y'all?
am I
Did that jump
missing?
y'all?
Anybody else see it?
No, we gotta scroll.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
1930.
Okay.
All right.
Yep,
Are we within range?
Mhm.
yep.
Okay, what's next, y'all?
And the lot looks good too.
What's the lot size? Because I don't okay, 47.9.
4792.
What's our subject, Sharon?
I would think it was 5. Does that
It's
work? What's the, what
5,000.
did we look at?
Lot is 2,500.
Okay, so we're
It's
good.
actually 47.94.
Ah, okay.
For this,
So
for the
it's even
subject.
closer.
794. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I think Coach Berry found the best comp because remember, we're always looking for the highest sold because we want to make the most out of our wholesale fee in case we have a really savvy investor that is going to use the anchor comp anyway. What about apples to apples, y'all? Do y'all feel like these properties are similar in appearance?
Similar.
Yep.
Very.
Yeah.
Think so. I truly do. I think this is great. Okay, are we all comfortable using this comp?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, what is our next steps?
On the ARV.
We're hitting these numbers.
Yes, Miss Michelle. And the reason why Miss Michelle said that is because we have adjustments to make. 279,900 is not our ARV. So what do we need to adjust for, guys?
Now,
Bedroom.
it's
Yeah.
the bedroom.
Nope.
We
Now,
have to adjust for
Berry,
the bathroom.
yes, Coach Berry
I mean,
said.
sorry, the
The
bathroom.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the bathroom adjustment according to Jamil's appraisal rules?
10K.
I know for a fact I'll pay 10,000 more for an additional bathroom. I can't stand sharing bathrooms.
Between 10
And it's true, there's a big difference between one, like a 3-1 versus a 3-2 and more, as opposed to like a 3-2 to a 3-3.
Mhm.
Yes, because a 3-1 is very undesirable. 3 people in
Right.
3 bedrooms sharing a 1 bath. I mean, just I can't imagine.
That's why I was like, I wasn't looking for 3-2s because there's such a big difference between
Oh
3-1
no,
and
don't
3-2.
worry about that because with his appraisal
Okay.
rule, really, you just it's 10,000 more for every additional bathroom. If I had a 3-3,
Okay.
a 3-3, I would pay
Mhm.
$20,000 more for that because I have a bathroom for every bedroom. So
Mm.
Okay.
it adjusts evenly. But
Okay.
we will have a little bit since ours is not renovated and it's a 3-1. We're gonna assume that our investor is gonna add an additional bathroom. So an investor doesn't care. But if a renovated house has 3 beds and 1 bathroom, that's gonna be hard to sell.
Got you.
So that's the big adjustment, Allison. It's gonna sit on the market longer.
Mm.
Can I throw a
But,
little
Yeah.
but for the
caveat for that one? Okay.
yes.
Generally, you're correct.
Mhm.
But if you've been to California,
I have.
they sell 2-1s all day long.
2-1s. It's not 3 bedrooms to 1 bathroom.
3-1s all day long.
And guess what, coach? Ain't nobody buying in California.
I know. That's what I'm just saying, yo. I'm
Ding,
just
ding,
saying
ding,
it
ding,
is
ding, ding,
the
ding.
general
yeah.
rule is what you're saying is correct. But
Right.
it
That's
is
what this
sometimes it is market specific though.
yes.
This
Yes.
it's
You're
pretty
right.
janky
And,
out
and
there.
and that's a $2 million house.
It's
or
close to
more.
yeah.
Yep.
Depending
Or
where it's at.
somebody's shed that been converted.
Like
It's
California.
called an ADU in the back.
Yeah.
Do it, yeah, outhouse. Just do an outhouse.
Yeah, take the serene path to the backyard.
California is crazy.
I love the language.
That's
There you
how I
go.
would type
It
it up
sound good.
if I was the agent.
Right,
I
exactly.
could walk to
The
the back.
relaxing stroll to the back.
You know, I used to do that for Weichert. I
Are
used
you
to write
serious?
up those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did the layouts and everything for them.
As long as I can get them through the door, is get as many eyes on it as possible, that description be ready. All right,
The
y'all. So
luscious
luscious.
vegetation.
Y'all, where are we at with the ARV for this one now with the adjustment?
We subtracted 10.
269.
We subtract 10,000 from
Yes.
Mhm.
The check from
Two-
the
uh,
comp.
Oh, no.
Yep. And for purposes, we call this, because it's the highest comp we found, our anchor comp,
Okay.
the anchor of the market. Just for when you guys are writing out your equations so you remember. See you, Jamise. I don't know if she jumped off already, but yeah, no worries.
gone.
And we still 8 deep. Y'all are not playing.
I'm trying to learn this stuff, girl. Got to
You
learn.
are, Miss Michelle. You on it.
So 269.9 divided by,
Hold on, Candace. We got to make sure we all on the same page. Are we all there for, what is that, Candace? What did you just find?
well, we took the 10,000 off of the anchor price of the 279.9. So you took the 10,000 off, so it should be 269.9.
But what would that be? What did you just solve for?
I mean, what was your question? I'm
What
sorry.
number? What is that number to us? What is it called? What did you just solve that equation for? To find what?
And so you can find the square foot,
Price.
the price,
ARV.
the AR, the price, I don't know what you want to call it. I
The
forget what.
ARV, the
But
absolute
no,
fair value.
yeah.
You have to know your definitions, Candace.
Yes, ARV. When I said ARV before, you said it was wrong. So
No, you said price per The ARV is what we're solving for. And then the next step is what?
Times it by the square footage of the other house.
And what would that be, Allison? What are we solving?
price per square foot.
Yes.
See, that's what I was gonna say.
Price
That's
per
what I was
square
gonna
foot.
say.
Did you see her get closer to the camera?
Even closer.
That vacation did you good, girl. You full of energy. All right, y'all. So what numbers are we using? Walk me through it. Miss Sarah Lynn, I haven't heard from you a lot today, and usually you have all of my answers.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I wasn't here then. I wasn't here then.
So we found the price per square foot, right? It was 287.12.
No, we haven't. I want you to walk me through how you found it and what numbers you used and what you got.
Oh, okay. So we subtracted the 10 from the 279.9. We got 269.9. And then we divided that by the square footage of the comp.
Yes. And what is that number?
And then
What was that price?
287.12.
Okay. Did everybody get that?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the price per square foot. Now
Excellent.
we want to figure out what the
It's
price is
287.13.
using that same number.
We got a
multiplied by
mismatch.
877.
I got 13 too, but that's okay.
Oh, we got
Is
to
that-
add a little bands. 13
It's that new
17.
math.
It's just rounding
Call
up.
me
How y'all
homework.
using?
Old school. That's
So
old
what we get?
school.
What y'all get?
287.13.
13.
And then
13.
somebody
Okay, that
else,
was
two
price per
people
square
got
foot times the
287.17.
77.
We got to get the
17.
price per square foot first.
It's
287.13.
13 because it's 7. 280 is 287.12 points, 17.
Coach, why are
13.
you shaking your head?
So what, we gonna round up to 2?
Y'all funny.
3?
Oh,
Let me
got
do
me
it on
crack-
my
I'm just trying to say the
calculator.
truth. I'm shaking your
It is.
head.
It's 287.13.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's roll with
Let's
that.
just go with 287. Okay.
13.
13.
And y'all need to say
We want to be accurate.
287.13. Y'all got me thinking y'all got
No, it's 287.13.
Yes. All right. I'm good with that. $287.13. That's what you really got. It's a dollar sign in front of that. So I want you guys to truly understand what the numbers are that you're getting. It's $287.13 per square foot to build and renovate this house. We got it?
Right.
Yes.
Now what's next?
Times it by the square footage of the house.
Of
So-
which house?
Subject house.
Thank
Of the
you.
subject, yes. And the subject house should be
800.
877.
So
All right.
So 251,804.
Miss Michelle, walk me through what you doing right now.
okay, so what I've done so far is I took the 877, which is the square foot of the subject property, and I times it by 287.13.
Yes. Thank
Yeah,
you, Miss Michelle. And what are we solving for when we do that?
we're solving for the price of the subject property.
The ARV of the subject property, yes.
$251,813.01.
Woo! Who got
Hey,
that?
hey, hey. Yep.
That's called exact.
That's on the money.
Great.
What'd she say?
That is
Said
on the money.
251,813 $813.01.
Penny. One
Penny.
penny.
Got
One
that
penny.
too, Candace?
Yes, I did.
Great job.
Whoop, whoop, Candace, we know how to do math.
That's right. Them old school say because we didn't have calculators all the
Yeah.
time, man.
You say me know how to do.
Gotta do
Say
that
I'm
now.
how crazy. So the ARV that the wholesaler says it is 256,000,
Oh,
but
That's
the
pretty good.
asking price is 139,750.
Okay. Don't
Oh,
tell me
that's-
yet, but okay.
how
Now,
come? If you
what
don't mind me
about that?
asking, how come?
Because it needs to renovate.
Right.
Yes, we'll
Oh,
talk.
we're talking about the subject prop. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay,
Mhm.
so what are we gonna do, y'all? Remember what we saw on Zillow? They don't even have central AC.
Mhm.
And the year built is super old. It's over 100 years old almost.
So probably electrical, structural.
50%.
Yep.
They got to take it way down to the foundation because you got lead-based paint, you got all that
And-
asbestos
And
and all.
from research that I've done in Tampa, they will buy 65 cents to the dollar. But for our purposes of being conservative and wanting to get a larger assignment fee, and we're already buying this from a wholesaler, if we want to go and JV and re-wholesale it, let's do 50%.
So what does the 50% represent? Is
I don't know what you're.
Okay, so what we usually do, say you're looking at a new market, right? And you have no idea how much somebody is willing to pay for a house that needs a full renovation. We're going to assume a full renovation because we already see there's an HVAC unit in the window. And based on the year, it's about 90 something years old. So usually any house over 30 years prior built to the year you're in needs everything redone because building, construction, everything changes every 10, 20, 30 years. Okay. So we always assume that this needs to be fully redone. Electrical, plumbing, roof, HVAC, exterior, interior, flooring, kitchen, countertops, vanities. When you think about all of that stuff, and your investor has to close on the property, make a profit on the property, and then when they go to resell it to get the most money, they most likely have to list with a real estate agent and close on the property again. So when you're taking away all of this money, you have to think about all of those different factors. And you still want to get a wholesale fee. So that's why sometimes I look at 45 cents to the dollar and 50 cents to the dollar based on the market and based on this is under $500,000. You know what I mean? So that's the 50% of ARV. Allison, you have your hand up?
50%.
Yes, I have a question. So do you still do the renovation kind of guesstimate that Jamil did where it's like 20, 40, 60 dollars per square foot, depending on how much needs done? So like for me, if I were to look at it, I would say like $60 per square foot, and then I would times that by the square footage on there to get that reno.
We already got the amount of per square foot. In this market, it's 200 and whatever dollars y'all.
$87.
No, for reno.
13 cents.
For
For
renovation,
like,
repair.
so if you, so you take the 877 times it by 60 and That's what you get for your renovation costs. So you can calculate it in when you're trying to wholesale it.
No, we're just gonna do it by 50%. So we know that it's gonna take a lot of money plus closing. We're not just trying to find reno. We know that what I just told you, somebody has to close on the property. Then you have to get a wholesale fee. You have to resell the property with an agent, and they're gonna have to close on it again. So we don't want to just deduct reno. We want to deduct all of those expenses at the.
Right.
So we're gonna do 45 to 50 cents. Jamil looks at all like 10 properties in the area, right? And he can go and find a fix and flip. And if he sees that that fix and flip sold for 400,000 after it was renovated, and somebody bought it for 200,000 a year ago, he knows that in that market, people are buying 50 cents to the dollar. So if you look at 10 properties and you see that trend, you can use that as your percentage of ARV that someone will buy in when you're looking in a new market. So some markets like Jacksonville, people will buy at 65 cents to the dollar, which means 65% of ARV.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
especially if it's newer. I'm only doing 50% because this was built in 1930. So we can do your method if it was a newer house, closer to, being kind of renovated. We can do it more exact that way. But because it's so old and we know it needs everything, nobody's going to pay more than 50% of this price. So
Got you. Okay.
And-
but
and
yes,
this particular property, Coach Barry, they use 55.5%.
because they added a wholesale fee.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
That's
why they
their
did.
wholesale fee.
I saw
Oh,
that.
That's why I was like, let's do step by step so you can understand what they did. And then you can almost guess how much they're charging as a wholesale fee.
oh.
They wanted $5,000 EMD money.
Mm-hmm.
So
So that's the 0.5. Okay, cool.
basically, it says the roof was replaced in 2018. The water heater was updated in 2019. They do have 4 wall AC units all around the house to keep it cool in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say.
And some people, some markets, like if we looking in Detroit, places like that, some people still have AC units. I think what was one you sent us, Coach? It was I don't know if it was Tennessee. It might not. It was at
Oh, the one in Kentucky?
Kentucky. They all
Yeah.
had AC window units, and that's the norm for that market.
Ohio
So
also still has window units
that's
as
why,
well.
Allison, we want to look at when we're in a new market, at least 10 to 15 properties to see, because even the amount of renovation done, some places you're not going to get a massive amount of reno and all of that. It just doesn't make sense for that market because you may renovate it too high where nobody in that market can afford to buy it.
Got you.
So that's
So,
how you do your
question.
research. Yes, Coach.
So the question is, you guys came up with the ARV of 251, basically,
Mhm.
right? And we know we're going to take 50% off of that. So
What's that number?
what would be the price?
125.
200,000 if we taking it off of 251. 50,000, correct?
No,
it's
50,
No, we're
you're
taking
taking
half
50,
off.
You said
50%.
50%. Okay, I apologize.
125,907.
It's $6.01.
How much?
125,906.51.
Okay, so
No 7.
they're trying to sell it for 139.
So we close.
139,750.
Yeah.
They charging
So
15K.
Hmm?
Are they charging a $15,000 assignment fee?
they didn't give the whole assignment. They just said EMD of 5,000. So
But
you don't know what
the
the
assignment fee is included,
may not be.
purchase price.
Yeah, purchase price. So
So it's anywhere
they
from
may be trying to get a 15,000
Mm-hmm.
assignment fee. So could we even do anything with this?
if people are buying for 65 cents on the dollar for a house this old, yes.
Right.
We
Right.
can add 5 or 10K to it and push it. And especially if you have a large buyer pool, y'all. That's why we always stress if you have cash buyers and you got people hungry in the market and we're in a low inventory market and a lot of properties aren't coming available to fix and flip, you can start a bidding war. And a builder, if they're going to knock this down, they'll give you that extra money on top. So it's about your quality of buyers and the quantity of buyers as well.
So Jael, question, from your knowledge of Tampa, what is it 50% or 60%?
I don't have any knowledge of Tampa. That would be Coach Berry's expertise. So I would have to do the research as well. But I'm just saying, based on age and everything else, I would just do 50 so I can make sure I'm gonna make money on it.
Yeah, they're buying at 65, and
Okay.
then depending on the neighborhood, they'll go up to 70.
Mm.
So at that price,
Guys, I gotta call this
there's some
agent
room.
really quick. Can you guys give me just 10 minutes and y'all keep chatting?
Yes.
I gotta jump onto another meeting real quick, so I'll see you
Okay.
guys tomorrow morning.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Right.
Have a good evening.
You too.
Bye.
So this a win-win.
Yeah, we
Yes.
could actually make some money off of this by co-wholesaling it with them, right?
Right.
Make about what? If it's 65, that's another 10%. So 10% of whatever the
10% of what, the ARV or
10% of the 139.
yeah.
Or because the 125 was what
was that 50?
yeah, it was the 50.
Mm-hmm.
So we could make about a 13, maybe $14,000. Might push it to
Yeah.
15. So
So
that price would be what, doing new math, that price would be like 154, 750, something like that, right?
okay.
That makes sense.
So just add around 13 or 14,000 to that.
Yeah. We kind of might be able to push it up to 15, but yeah, in that neighborhood. So we could actually say, okay, yeah, we can JV with you on this one. We bring the buyer and add our fee onto it as well.
Yeah, so we
So
can
this
push
one
it
is
to the
this
end
one's not
buyer
too
for
bad.
153,731.
I love the way y'all
Coach
get down to
Berry,
like the
Well,
penny.
if
is
you add
there,
to this 140, it's like one. If you add, you said add 15.
Yeah,
I said you could probably push it up to 15, but to be safe on it, I'm gonna go with your guys' number. So we'll make it down to the penny. $13,252.22 is my wholesale fee.
Oh,
is there a general going rate for a co-wholesale slash daisy chain? Is not necessarily.
We had one where we had $100,000 spread in between. The other people made 45. We did. It just depends on how good of a negotiator the person who gets the contract is. And I mean, I negotiated a great deal with the seller, and we ended up needing 3 backup buyers. So we allowed a company to come in that had a lot of buyers that would be fighting for the property just to ensure that our seller could close. And guess what? Our seller was fine with paying that amount because they just wanted to sell the property. And we're having so many issues with title.
Okay.
So it
So
depends on the
basically how
client.
desperate the seller is or the
Yes.
wholesaler or whatever the case might be.
And also, if the upside of a deal, so say a market shifts right when you're about to wholesale a deal and it goes extremely up, the interest rates drop to a 2%. The seller can't foresee that. You can't foresee that. But now it's a huge spread in between for the person that's on the resale end.
Right.
So there's so much opportunity, and you just kind of got to focus on markets with high appreciation, like Florida. People love Florida. It's a high demand market. That's why selling rural properties is harder than selling properties that have a heavy population. Because like the property we looked at for Candace, we're going to be talking to one builder. And that builder can crunch the heck out of us and also just wait until our contract expires and go talk to the seller themselves. It's no competition.
Drop the nugget there.
That's a difficult one. You have to be very strategic. You got to get a JV with them, get the seller under contract, don't disclose the address, be very vague. How much would you give this scenario? And then make sure that the seller has a great relationship with you and wants to make sure that you give an extreme value, so they want to make sure you get paid. If you got a janky seller, you can get cut out of the deal quick.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to go above and beyond so that people see that you care, that you're giving tremendous value. And then you're like, look, I'm not doing nothing without you talking to this person. That's how good of relationships we build with ourselves.
Yeah.
Because if not, what's to stop them from not paying you?
Mm-hmm.
With 50,000 more in their pocket.
Yeah.
It's the level of service you give. And communication, guys, I can't stress that enough. You cannot over communicate with someone that is in a distress situation. You can't communicate enough. They want to know what's going on. Imagine how you would feel with your house on the line and you've trusted someone to go and find you a buyer, or you're thinking that they're the buyer, wholesalers that don't disclose they're going to get somebody else to buy it. And then they leave you stuck holding the bag and you got 10 days left.
Right, right.
You need to be talking with them every couple of hours. Some sellers I talk to 3 or 4 times a day. Because that's the level of service that you should provide to someone in that situation. Okay. Anything else we want to look at?
Go ahead, Master Coach.
I know.
That you won't know unless you're in the scenario and you've done it, unless you've lost deals like I have, but not from a lack of communication. But I know how I want someone to communicate with me. We're humans. We're pretty much similar in a lot of ways, but we want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
You
I
want
always tell people to tell, when you start talking to somebody, make sure you disclose everything.
yes. Let them make the
Just say it up
decision.
front. Hey, I may not be the buyer for this one, but I have, a pool of people. So we're going to get this deal done one way or another.
Tell
And you
people.
communicate that. So don't subscribe to the people who say, well, don't tell them you're going to wholesale it. Just get it in the contract. That's where that's problems right
That's
there.
when you lose
That's,
it at
Yep.
the end after all the hard work.
you get them calls. Wait a minute. How come my house is, on the MLS? And what are you talking about? And oh, Lord.
How would you feel? You would feel like you're dealing with someone that you can't trust. And now that I can
Shady.
trust you, why would I sell my biggest asset and the most precious and most expensive thing I probably ever bought? They're not investors.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably the biggest purchase of their life. And now they're trusting you to do it and you've lied to them. So now you've broken that rapport.
Yep.
That's why even my clients, they know how much I make on the property. So
Right. Right.
Right, right. You're helping. So
yeah. And I
yeah.
deserve every penny of what we make on the property. Some we barely make anything. Some you're gonna make a premium. It always balances out. Just do the best you can. Do a great job. That's it. Okay. Do we have anything?
Y'all give it up for Coach Jael. Come on, y'all give it up for Coach Jael.
Y'all really care about reputation and following through for what you say for a seller.
Oh yeah.
They don't have to pick you. They getting 100 calls a day. And for them to say, you know what, I'm gonna sign a contract with you and give you a shot, that's huge. You got to take it like it's huge because it's a big responsibility.
Yeah.
And lean on the team, over communicate with the team. Look, y'all, I'm under contract. You should be calling us within the hour. Got one under contract. EMD needs to be submitted in 3 days. What's the next steps? What am I supposed to be doing? If somebody don't respond to you, reply and follow up with them, because it's our duty to make sure that once the seller signs on the dotted line, we follow through. And if you're not able to follow through and you're getting feedback that the price is too high, call the seller right away. Here's the feedback I got. Here's the offers that I've gotten in. This is the number. Are we able to work something out? Can me and you renegotiate where we are on price? Don't be afraid of that. It's not always going to be perfect. You're not always going to find it correctly. I've done that and still got the deal done. Just be honest. All right.
Yeah.
What do we have any other one that we want to squeeze in for the last 30 minutes?
Can I squeeze one in, Jael?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. 3705 Varnum Street.
Hold on 1 second. Let me get this stuff out of my screen.
Jael, it's almost 8 o'clock.
7:30. I'm gonna fall asleep right at 8 on the dot.
All right. See, I told you, you was trying to clown me earlier.
What's the address, Miss Michelle?
3705 Varnum, Varnum Street in Brentwood.
Barnum, I thought you said Barnum.
Varnum.
Oh,
Yep.
V.
Put it wrong.
That looks familiar.
VAR what?
Varnum Street.
NUM?
Yes,
Okay.
there it is. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
That's Brentwood what? Oh, Merlin. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
But I heard that DMV come out, Miss Robin. Merlin.
Merlin.
Merlin, okay?
That's not that
Murray.
MV. That is
Murray.
Huh?
That is Baltimore, yes.
I'm a Baltimore girl.
That's
Murray.
all right. So look, so
I
am
know
I.
that's
It's
right.
all
Oh,
good.
Sharon.
I love Baltimore. I am a
It's all
Baltimore
good.
girl.
That's how I feel about my city.
I am.
Which
I
is
don't love Baltimore
Virginia,
From
though,
the
which is
but
hood to
Virginia,
the
not
big,
Maryland.
from the hood to the major neighborhood. I'm a Baltimore girl. Don't lie.
Period.
I love it.
I love that.
So
Right. Miss
now
Michelle, do you have prior knowledge about bedroom bathroom count for this one, or you haven't seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Two. Barnum.
I did
Ooh,
have,
that's
yeah, I
nice.
had,
That looks nice.
yeah, I had some notes on it. So this is an expired listing.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to get to.
3705.
This is much more accurate. Would y'all agree?
So so it says it's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 baths, 2-story property, but somewhere it says it's a 2-bedroom, so I don't know.
One full, one half. Yep.
Okay.
Zillow will always just bump it up, but if you hover over the bathroom, you can see if it's a true 2 or 1-1.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. Thank you, Jayo.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right, y'all, this looks good. This would be a great rental property. So what are we doing first?
Take down the property details.
Yes. Uh-oh, Candace then got tired.
I haven't got tired. I was looking and one of them says 3, 2, and one says 1.5. So I was trying to see what else was being said before I said
3.5?
anything. Huh?
You just hover over the bathroom.
Yeah, I heard you say that, but I was like,
What's the year build on this?
The year built is 1917.
2-story.
1917.
I ain't seen no 1917.
Yep.
So
Oh,
if you so if you
Oh,
do we have a limit?
Ooh.
hey Jayo, how do you make your full screen on prop screen when you go to the props? Because I only see half the screen.
you have to make your whole, you have to open up your whole browser as big as it can go.
Yeah, I did.
Your actual computer, it didn't work.
No, it says it's 100%. I don't know why.
Hmm.
You working with one screen?
Are
or
you in
two?
an Apple?
No, I
Jail's
just
on an Apple. Sometimes it's weird like that.
yeah. Because I have to scroll across to see my year built and
Oh, it depends on the size of your computer screen. Mine is a 15 or 16 inches.
Okay.
That might be it. Because when I had my old MacBook, I could always had to scroll over. Okay. So everybody got the deets,
1917 is old.
Yeah,
but
but
it's been fully done. So you can,
Yeah, but I was looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking for something else.
that's why we always ask people, when is the last time you had renovations done? Because that's super.
so it's been fully done except it has a gas furnace and AC that is 20 years old.
That's why it's not
Okay.
selling.
Yep.
They put lipstick on a pig.
Mhm.
But it's good
And it
looking
looks
lipstick.
great, but
Good looking
goodness.
lipstick though.
But a lot of contractors can get you like that. I'm telling you.
Mhm.
Mold behind the wall, stuff like that.
Yep.
Um,
Because they're trying to sell this to a homestead buyer, and not everyone is thinking about those things. They're just
Right.
looking at the house.
It's like, oh,
Right.
it's cute. It's nice. If they probably would have dropped the price, they probably would have sold it.
Mm-hmm.
Being greedy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And now it looks undesirable, even though it's pretty. Cool llama.
Oh, now I'm thinking mold. I'm thinking mold now. Mm.
I know. It's
Candace,
like,
don't start itching. Y'all gotta be watching Candace in the camera.
I'm sorry, because when you said mold, I was already
Oh
thinking,
no.
I was already thinking from 1917, and I'm like, well, it's fully renovated, but only 20 years old. I'm like,
Look at that.
oh,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, they
water.
cover that floor.
Yeah.
there's water
Mhm.
damage down there.
Mm-hmm.
Probably smelling all damp.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say that.
Sure. Right. Yeah.
moldy smelling.
Y'all have agents
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
team on your,
Oh.
at y'all disposal. Like this is stuff we look at as soon as we walk in. And guess what? The basement is really short.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there a sump pump in there? Because if there's a
I was
sump
just,
pump in there, you
It
can
looks
look and
like
see
it
if there's
should be
some
right here
water.
behind there.
I mean, a basement that size may need 2 sump pumps in that old area.
Yeah.
That's a good catch, Miss Michelle.
Mhm.
They should have
Cause
put that flooring throughout.
The house looks like it's bigger than 736 square feet.
yeah, I do.
Man, it's
At
way back
13,
here.
Way.
1376.
It says 13.
Yeah. Okay, so you know,
They
probably
can't,
36.
they can't count that basement because it's not tall enough and it's not done.
That's
small
why I got
house.
If it's
30.
not walkable, like if you got to bend down, they usually don't count that square footage. Unless you dig down 2 feet, something like that.
So it's probably the 736 that's on Part Wire.
No, it's the 1376.
13, so.
At least for the first top 2 levels.
Because it's 2 levels, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1376.
Okey-doke. So
And there's 6-foot ceilings in the bottom.
See?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's stick with the Redfin one. It's pretty accurate.
I was gonna go back to that.
So you said Redfin?
Yeah, because it gave us the 1.53, 1376.
I got that at homes.com as well.
Okay. So what are we doing next?
We're
is
going
the real lot size on here?
the real
Lot size was, I thought I saw it in here.
5,000.
5,000 square feet is a lot size.
Ugh.
Alrighty.
I mean, that driveway goes on forever.
3705. Okay.
Look like a lot of wasted space to me.
Yeah, it does to me too, but I mean, it goes on forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5,000. 281.
Well, what's next?
I see
Find a comp.
I see a comp of 3308 40th place for 365 that's sold in June. You see that one?
Are you on Power?
No.
No.
Doing the manual method.
Okay.
Yep.
Lubbock, Texas.
No, that wasn't it.
There's a lot of good properties that drive for dollars in this area. One of the a sub-2 student brought me one here. And only reason we didn't get it wholesale is because the seller was in the hospital, but it was a good one. You 40th Street, Candace?
40th place. And that's also in Brentwood.
40th Street, 40th Street, 39th place.
This is 2 full bathrooms, but it's still 2 bathrooms, so we good.
Yeah, it's still but too bad.
Man, they got an old furnace in that joint.
Yeah. See,
Okay.
but I was looking at because
This
they had
is at 481, and that this one sold for 365.
Yeah.
Way too much. Okay, let's make sure we don't have nothing higher that's sold.
Okay.
Sold within the last 3 months, 0.5 miles. I did thought I saw something in 1917. That's 10,000.
I
Still bigger.
see one. Let me see.
That's 2.
But this sold for
19.
550.
I see one at 420, 4226 34th Street. But they say Mount Rainier, Maryland. They say .26. That's in
Yeah, it's the next little town. Mount Rainier
Mhm.
is right next to Brentwood.
Let's see how far it is. Is it across a major road?
it may-
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I went too far out. I'm sorry.
See, and that one's 1928. Also, it's old.
I think my brain has shut down.
No, don't let it shut down.
Okay, what about
Okay.
this? 5,000 lot, 1911,
Okay, where's
6th
that?
Street.
Mhm. Mhm. That's good.
Okay,
Is that Mount Rainier? Yes.
Mount Rainier.
But
It's
we
looking
don't
good.
have any of the beds.
Got it. Where the bed at?
Oh,
Redfin.
no, it matters. We just gonna fact check it. But it does look similar, don't it?
Zillow.
Yes, it does. It looks, it's much better looking.
Apples to apples, so let's see. But I don't know if it's renovated. Oh, yeah, it is.
Zillow.
Because like Miss Michelle said, let's just make sure if it, she knows the area, but we don't. So this is what I would expect y'all to do.
What's the address? 40 23 36.
30, oh, the new one, 36th Street, Mount Rainier.
Okay. I had to switch computers because that one was driving me bananas. I catch up.
Fancy stuff you doing? Oh, okay.
That's what she's always doing.
What's
She always
happening here?
just
It
smacks
Okay.
those
didn't cross a
addresses
major
in there
road,
to see
y'all.
how close. She's seeing how close.
It didn't
Yeah.
cross a major road. It's 2 minutes away.
What about the square footage?
Is it off?
I think so.
Oh, that's the one I did, 3308. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are looking at 40.
Here we go. 4023. Uh-oh.
Mount Rainier.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Zillow says 2733.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's much bigger.
Yeah.
Mm.
Got a finished basement.
Yeah, because I saw that.
What was the other one that you found, Sharon, in Mount Rainier, or was that Miss Robin?
Oh, I have to go back one. Let me see.
Oh, you said the basement. Let's see what it looks like. Well, it's an office. Looks good. Ooh, I don't know what this is.
It is,
Okay.
it is 4226 34th Street. Is that what the one y'all were just looking at?
No.
In Mount Rainier.
Oh, you said what?
4226.
34th Street.
4226
34th
Street,
34th Street, yes, ma'am.
Mount Rainier.
No.
Might want to get that second cup of Joe.
This is my third one. I can't have enough.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, that's good too.
3
Close.
minutes,
That looks far though. What you said, 3 minutes? Okay.
Is it
0.6 miles.
Okay. Yeah, it just looks far on the map.
How big?
All right, let's pull that.
This one looks really nice too. It's not
And it's similar.
Oh, they added more. See it?
Is it the same one?
That looks like the
Square
same
footage
one.
is more.
but the square footage is more, yeah. So maybe they the
Isn't
basement
that the
is
same one that we was already looking at? That's still
This must have an
3308.
unfinished basement.
Do
Oh
you see
yeah, that is still the same one.
that's still 3308. We're supposed to be on 34, 32, 27.
no, I'm on well, Robin gave me 4226 34th Street.
4226.
Yeah.
But it's
Oh,
one
this
is-
is because ours is an unfinished basement.
Oh.
well the bedrooms and bath on this one this is a 4-3
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
for 2,500 square feet, so we can't use this as a comp.
So
No.
the data was different on
But yet it does look a lot
Property.
like the subject property.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one are we using as the comp?
Did we find one?
I know the
Look, let's
3308.
just look at PropWire for a second.
that's where I pulled that one from, PropWire.
Yeah. Okay. So,
So it's
Wait,
only
what?
giving us one floor. We know that it's bigger than this, but it looks like they're doing the same thing
Looks
across
like they're doing
all
it
of
for
them.
all of them.
Yes.
Mhm. Well, most definitely.
Where's the square footage status?
So we need to go out a little bit.
Yeah, we're
If we're
gonna.
not-
And
I'm going out to 0.75 sold in the last year.
Oh no, I found one here.
19,
The one I was talking
that
about.
one. Mhm.
What's the address, Jeff?
4023 36th Street.
718, close in square footage, 5,000, 6 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
1911.
I thought that was the
1911.
one we looked at, 4023 36th Street.
Yes.
Yeah,
What
we
was
did.
wrong with this one?
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
We didn't have the
We didn't have
bed
any
count.
bedroom. We didn't have the bedroom count.
Oh.
We-
That's okay. I think it was another one.
That one right there.
Is this one?
Yeah, there's another one.
It
We can
is.
find another one.
That's
I
the
think
one with
so.
the.
So
I wanna go further
close to 1917 was it's 13.
Wow.
Okay. Nope.
Okay, what about 3911 Wallace? No, it's too many bathrooms. Never mind.
No.
We can adjust for bathrooms. What's about the square footage?
What's that
So let's 90.
Taylor?
Yeah.
What's the Taylor?
Maybe.
Oh, the lot square footage
It's
is
way too big.
Okay, let's look at 3911 Wallace Street in North Brentwood.
okay.
It has I can't tell the bathroom. I have to look it up on Zillow. But on PropWire, it's has 3 bathrooms, but I can't tell the number of bedrooms.
Yeah. 7.7. Let me see.
That's 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, I think.
4-3. 2407.
2407.
Pretty big.
More than 250 square feet.
Mhm.
So maybe go back to the one I said, 3308 40th Street.
Okay.
Because I said that one's 1149 square feet.
What's the address?
Candace.
Candace. Thank you, Candace.
That's okay. 3308. 3308 40th place.
Okay.
Because that's got 3
Well,
bedrooms.
we ain't gonna hear the end of this. Candace had it right from the beginning. They're just, but you can't believe how overpriced they are. You
It
like,
is. It's overpriced. It is.
it's
It's overpriced.
severely overpriced, and this one is really
Mhm.
cute.
It is, but it's the only one we can see that's like close.
This is nice.
Is it Taylor Avenue? Let me see.
No, it's 40th place.
Reader.
I can't
Okay.
get with these.
It's a 3-2, and it's 1149.
And they sold this joint. They left them right in there.
Mm-hmm.
That
Oh.
is odd. That refrigerator and the cabinets over there in the corner.
That's
That-
ridiculous.
Mhm.
That's ridiculous. But anyway,
Supposed to be there.
Someone bought it.
got
They
me
did.
itching because I'm thinking about the mold again.
Get it up. The yard. Wow. Okay.
Got the furnace heat too. Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Okay, unfinished basement like ours.
Yes, and with the low ceilings,
That's low. It's pretty much exactly the same, Candace.
There you go.
A
See,
bit different exterior, but similar because this
Mhm.
is smaller.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not apples to apples,
No.
but for the purposes of coming up with maybe a price that could be as close as possible, and this one is close and it just sold in June.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Our best solution, y'all, just to kind of get a gauge of how overpriced they are.
Mm-hmm.
So do we need to adjust here or are we good on bed and bath count?
We're good on bed and
I
bath
think
count.
it's good.
So do you adjust for half a bath?
Nope, as long as there's 2 and 2, we're good to go because it would cost an investor far less to just add in a shower to an existing bathroom. They don't have to go through the plumbing, the roughing, all of that stuff.
Okay.
The plumbing is already there. Benefits of
Okay.
being a contractor. They pop the drywall open, add the shower and put a piece of drywall back and boom, it's done. Some tile up to the ceiling, it's done.
Oh, it really isn't, but okay.
Someone just reported a wholesale deal.
Mhm.
Paul Georgia.
So Jayo, this one doesn't have central air, it has radiator heating. Do we need to account for that?
What'd you say?
It has radiator heat. The
This-
radiators I was talking about.
Yeah, this probably has radiators. Not,
Hmm.
but it might work better than his 20-year-old system still. But
Yeah. And somebody bought it this way, so that just shows that the market is supporting those radiators there. They
Okay.
work well. We still have heating in there, and we have HVAC. I think we'll be fine. We can adjust. Maybe you give them a little extra because they have heat. But if you got to replace it, I'd rather use this and be conservative, so that you're not offering them too much, and you have to do a whole heating and HVAC system.
okay.
Yeah.
But
All
if
right.
they do, I got a good guy. I got a good guy.
So what do y'all have? We know the ARV, correct?
The AR for the 38 for the 30th, 40th place
40.
property.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep, the ARV is
Is that our comp right there? The 365?
Yes.
three
Use it. Because usually with expired listings, it's either something terribly wrong with the house, as we can see, it doesn't look like it is, or severely overpriced.
It's severely overpriced.
Yes. And people try to price it based on how much money they put into it, but that
Mhm.
your house is only worth what a buyer will pay.
Somebody will pay. Yeah.
So what do we find next, y'all?
Okay,
Divided by the square foot.
comp. Do we have to adjust anything?
No.
Nope.
So
No garage, 3-2, same stuff, same square footage, apples to apples, except for the style of the top level of the house. But it's still the same square footage, so we're good.
This will be considered like a colonial, but it's
And
not.
both basements are unfinished and low, so I think this is good. Looks kind of like a Cape Cod a little bit because it has that pitch. Not a Cape
No, it
Cod.
don't.
You know,
No, it
it's not a colonial, Candace.
I mean, but I say it would be somewhat like.
It's
I
a
mean,
colonial mixed with a Cape Cod. It's a hybrid.
yeah, that's
Maybe-
what I said. It's not, but I was trying to, go for
Maybe-
what it had.
children, let's not.
It Candace brings it out of me, Miss Michelle. It's her.
How I bring it out?
Barry?
Okay, so I got
Barry
What's
sleep.
the subject ARV? What was the subject ARV?
365.
Right?
No,
What was the question?
But
The subject.
what's the comp though, right? What's the subject ARV?
Oh, the subject ARV. That's what we're trying to find.
You gotta calculate it.
We need the price per square
yeah.
foot.
which is
Which
317.
is 317.68. 317.68.
It's not 0.67.
I'm sorry. I apologize. It's 0.67.
Thank you.
I apologize.
That's okay, Candace. I forgive you.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Miss Michelle, because Jael was trying to come for me just a minute.
I ain't said nothing.
Ooh.
Bad enough, my dog's trying to come for me.
Do I have anything scheduled?
All right. I got 437.
You got 437.
437. That's
Oh,
kind of
no, because Sherilyn, I think you used the
it's 317.
subject property, and this is with the comp.
I mean,
The comp is 365.
Oh.
Say it again.
The comp is 365 is the ARV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I divided
yeah.
By the square
divided
foot.
that by 1376, right?
No.
I think you know 1149, which is the subject properties.
Subject property square
I
foot.
mean, the comps square footage is 1149.
Oh, okay.
And then you
Fine. Okay.
multiply that
Okay.
317.67.
1376.
Yes, you multiply it by the 13. I was waiting for her to get up to that point.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure I had the 0.767 in there.
Good night, Candace.
I get up at 4, so how you tired?
I got up at 3:30.
Just today you got up before me. Okay. I'm up at
Look at I got up at 1 o'clock. I don't know what y'all tripping for.
And at 3:30, I posted like 15 videos on Instagram. Then I went to the gym. And then
I
I'll
saw
go
you in the gym. I didn't see you in the gym.
and I
However,
work every hour after that.
all that content, yes, I will give you all that. I will pat you on the back on both sides, Jael, because you be doing it, girl.
That is awfully early.
Yeah.
Ain't never lied.
Well,
I
I mean,
couldn't
I used
sleep.
to do 4:30, but
I
not.
wake up at 5 usually, but I couldn't sleep and I couldn't get back to sleep. So I said, I'll just post content. And
Okay.
then I just went from there. But usually I can get a little nap in or something. I couldn't even get a nap in today.
Nah, my wig would have been off.
Night night.
And you did all that before you got up at 5 and you did all that before what time?
She got up at 3:30, she said. I usually get up at 4.
Oh.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh, no, I got to be eating some 4.
3 cups of coffee today got me
You
through.
gotta wake up.
What's,
We
what
start-
should we be offering for this property, y'all?
$437,113.92.
See? So how much are they overpriced?
Too much.
42,000, over 42,000, almost $43,000.
How significant do you guys think that would be for a buyer at a 6.97% interest rate? That's significant.
Yes.
Nobody wants to pay 42,000 overpriced. And look at how easily we just got that data just from looking from stuff online. Buyers are savvy.
Yeah,
That's
and
a
then
lot.
so then he says if he can't sell it, then he'll grant it out. He thinks he can get between $35,000 and $38,000, and I'm like, no, I don't think you can.
Not in
That's a
Brentwood.
lot.
Tell
Ooh.
them go for it.
Yeah, no.
You know,
But Jolly, you think it'll be a subject to deal?
it depends on his mortgage and interest rate.
Well, it looks like the interest rate is 2.66.
That would be a
Well,
great
that's good.
to do. But if he's too greedy and he
Yeah.
wants too much up and then wants something on the back end of the rent, I think it's his greed that's stopping him from selling his property. I would just continue talking to him, Miss Michelle, because guess what happens? People's circumstances change, and
Mhm.
when you least expect it, they're ready for that offer. And if you're the
Okay.
person that continues talking to them, because this is going to come off of the expired people's radar soon, you're going to be the one to get the deal. Like all I did was I had like 20 people that I just followed up with consistently. Some people took 2 years. That's
Yeah.
what it takes. But
Okay.
that's your lead. He already knows you. So why lose it to somebody else that's going to swoop in at the end?
Okay.
I just check on people. Hey, how are you? Everything still going good with the property? How's the rental coming along? So that's all you got to do. That's how you get the deals.
Okay.
And you said he said it was 3%?
According to Protwire, it's 2.66.